Put your pantyhose in the freezer and you won't regret it. Will I finally be able to stop buying pantyhose in bulk? Will I save money on this? You probably know the pain of snagging a pantyhose on a nail while getting dressed. Can that change? Maybe it was your and my mistake that we didn't use this freezer trick. Let's check. Prepare 2 pairs of pantyhose. Put 1 pair in the freezer for 24 hours. Now let's take the second pair. Look at these pantyhose. They're intact and elastic. Now let's pull our hand through them, and there it is. Unfortunately, the pantyhose got a run and a hole appeared. They didn't withstand a simple nail test. It happened to me more than once before an important event. Let's try from the other side. As you can see, unfortunately, another run appeared. The pantyhose are now only good to be thrown away. What about the other pair of pantyhose? The ones from the freezer shouldn't get runs. After 24 hours, you can check. You can take out the pantyhose. After half an hour, let's take them out onto the countertop. We start the test again. We pull our hand through the pantyhose and try to pull it out. Look how elastic they are. In this place, any other pantyhose would have already got a run. But ours are intact. I'm totally shocked. You have to try this. No more buying pantyhose right before a party. From now on, all my pairs go into the freezer. Put Styrofoam in the freezer and enjoy lower electricity bills. Have you ever put Styrofoam in the fridge? If not, you definitely should. Instead of throwing it away, put it in the freezer. You'll reduce your bills and save on expenses. Styrofoam doesn't absorb moisture and doesn't dissolve in water. It also doesn't conduct heat. It's lightweight and can be crushed and broken into smaller pieces. If you're focused on savings and every penny counts for you, Styrofoam can help with that. Simply freeze it. To do this, fit the Styrofoam into one of the freezer drawers. Divide it into smaller pieces. Arrange it in the drawer. Insert smaller pieces into the empty spaces. Put the drawer loaded with Styrofoam into the freezer. If you have space in another drawer, do the same. Fill it with Styrofoam and put it in the freezer. It turns out that this really works. Styrofoam reduces the empty space in the freezer. Every time you open the freezer door, warm air enters. When the freezer is full, less warm air enters. This means the fridge uses less electricity. The same goes for the cooling part of the fridge. If you have a large fridge and few items in it, you can line the empty shelves with Styrofoam. By eliminating the empty space in the fridge and freezer, you'll save more energy. Take a banknote and perform this test. Thanks to it, you will save a fortune on bills. The refrigerator doors are used every day. The condition of the seals affects their lifespan. If the refrigerator is noisy or frost appears inside, it may be a sign that it's time for the banknote test. Over time, rubber seals become stiffer and may not adhere properly to the refrigerator wall. This allows warm air to constantly flow into the interior, and the refrigerator works non-stop to cool the continuously entering air. To check, just perform a simple trick. Take a banknote and insert it between the refrigerator wall and the door. Then, close the refrigerator. Now try to take it out. If you can remove it without any resistance, the seal is not adhering properly. This method allows you to check the entire seal. If the rubber strip of the seal is tight, the banknote will offer resistance. There is another way to save the seal and make it adhere better to the refrigerator. If the seal has no visible defects or damage, try this trick. Use cosmetic Vaseline. Apply Vaseline to the clean and dry seal. This popular cosmetic will restore the flexibility of the seal, and it will adhere properly to the refrigerator. Spread the Vaseline evenly and precisely along the entire length of the rubber. You will definitely feel the difference the next time you try to open the refrigerator. Are your electricity bills high? Let us know in the comments what you do to reduce them. Put a sponge in the fridge. You'll be surprised by what will happen. You'll definitely want to brag to your friends about this trick. This trick is very simple and cheap, and it will help you with a problem that often occurs in fridges. But first, ask yourself, when was the last time you checked the products you keep in it? Some of them simply need to be thrown away. They can make the fridge smell bad. Take a look inside your fridge. Do you also have water droplets on the shelves or on the back wall of the fridge? If products stick to such a moist back wall, ice can form on them. and standing water on the shelves, if you don't notice it, starts to smell bad. There are 2 ways to prevent this. You can handle it with a regular dishwashing sponge, but don't worry. It's not about cleaning the fridge with it at all. Take 1 sponge and cut it under the rough surface. Make a small hole with a knife or scissors. Pour salt inside. Now place such a sponge on the shelf in the fridge. The sponge will absorb moisture from the shelves. Salt also absorbs moisture. So it's a simple and cheap fridge dehumidifier. The second method is to use another product. Sprinkle baking soda on the sponge and place it in the fridge, preferably in the bottom drawer. The sponge will absorb moisture, and the soda will additionally absorb unpleasant odors. If your fridge smells strange even after cleaning and washing it, try these simple and cheap tricks. You'll be surprised by the result, like my mother-in-law. Put socks on the vacuum cleaner. This way, the vacuum cleaner will gain new properties. Surely no one has shown you this yet. Thanks to this, you'll help yourself in many situations. Socks on the vacuum cleaner will save you at the least expected moment. Every day, the vacuum cleaner is used to remove dirt and dust from the floor. Whenever it's needed, you reach for it and clean the entire floor or carpet. But simple socks are enough to use the vacuum cleaner for another purpose. Detach the hose from the vacuum cleaner pipe. Only this part of the vacuum hose will be needed. Take a sock. It doesn't have to be a matching pair. Instead of throwing it away, use it for this trick. Insert it into the vacuum cleaner pipe, but not the whole sock. Roll the sock outside the tube. Use a rubber band to attach the sock to the pipe. This way, an unusual attachment in the vacuum cleaner has been created. The sock has created a bag inside the tube. When valuable items spill accidentally, such as beads or even jewelry, you can quickly and safely pick them up with this trick. Just use this vacuum cleaner trick. Turn on the vacuum cleaner and clean up. These things won't end up in the big bag in the vacuum cleaner. They'll be in a small bag made of a sock. Thanks to this, you can always vacuum various small items that have spilled and that you don't want to lose. Have you ever kept these sachets at home? Let me show you their amazing benefits in this trick. When you place them in different corners, they work wonders. I already know about it. And now I want you to benefit from it too. They can be placed on the windowsill, on a shelf, or behind doors. All you need for this trick is a kitchen towel and a few ingredients that you surely have at home. It's very inexpensive, yet it has an extra application. Take a piece of paper and place it in front of you. Now grab a peeler and a lemon. Peel it. We need lemon zest for our sachets. Chop it into small pieces. Lemon zest has versatile properties, so it's worth not throwing it away. Add some bay leaves to it. Crush them. Bay leaves contain essential oils that have unique properties. Add a handful of cloves. Mix everything together. These 3 ingredients have superpowers. Transfer them onto the kitchen towel. Fold it at the 4 corners and tie it with a rubber band. Now you can place your sachets by the doors or plants. This way, you'll repel all smaller insects. They won't come as uninvited guests anymore. The scent of lemon, cloves, and bay leaves is something that ants, mosquitoes, moths, and bedbugs especially dislike. These little sachets will also deter flies and midges. That's why they are so useful in every home.